Welcome to the Midweek Athletes Podcast.
That stupid ass clap. Wes, give me my jingle. Let's do it.
That stupid ass clap. That stupid ass clap.
Hey.
Midweek after dark. We back in the trap.
In the trap.
Willie ain't hopping in front the camera. Y'all need to hop in the comments. Tell them hop in the front the camera.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Midweek Athlete Pod, episode 24.
Yes, sir. Here we are. We are
the
back.
Mamba number, the 22-4. Hey, I don't know if y'all noticed, but we hit 150 subs
I
on
seen it.
YouTube.
Let's get it.
Let's get it on the
Hey,
road.
up that number. Tell a fan. Pass the word. Word of mouth.
yeah.
We
If
need
you-
you. We need you. We love all our fans.
We love our fans. If y'all heard that loud ass thump, our tech and audio guy dropped his phone. So yeah, he's being real clumsy today.
Happy birthday to happy belated birthday, R.I.P. Kobe, man. Since we on episode 24,
R.I.P. to Mamba.
just a few days ago.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to Mamba. So, shit, let's get into it. So, what we got? What we got
Well,
today?
I wanted to start off with something that's super relevant and a topic that I would find interesting for us to talk about. Tomorrow night, Thursday, Colorado opens up their season against North Dakota State.
Is that tomorrow?
It's tomorrow night,
Prime
7
time?
o'clock on ESPN. It's in Colorado.
Ooh, I might have to tune into that one. I got to tune into that one.
What are y'all's thoughts, expectations for Colorado, given what's going on with everybody attacking Dion, the reporter being banned from asking questions? What do y'all's perspective on Colorado's upcoming season in the Big 12?
Ev, you can go.
I think they're gonna get smacked. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a
You think
high
they're
pro-
going to get smacked in the Big 12?
Yeah, I think they'll probably win like 6 games. They'll make a bowl game. They'll definitely make a bowl game. 7 games. They'll win 6 or 7 games. It's a high power offenses. That's all. That's what the Big 12 is about.
Scoring.
Points.
A lot of scoring.
So can they score points? I mean, yeah, Colorado showed us last season they could score like 50, 60 points. But at the same time, can they do it again, you know what I'm saying, against another Big 12? Can they do it again?
But Texas not there, nor Oklahoma.
Yeah,
no
Texas
more.
and Oklahoma's in the SEC, which
Yeah,
we'll
I
get
know.
to in just a minute.
I don't think they played Texas last year, did they?
No,
No.
but Texas was in the
So-
Big 12.
Yeah,
I
but,
know, but they're not there, so it didn't matter for that. Like, that's not a fact.
Exactly.
So-
So the main
so-
competition's gone.
yeah, so the main
I'm saying
competition's
they-
gone.
they-
So
they're
who's
playing
better than
against the same
Colorado in the
competition.
Big 12 right now?
I could give you a couple teams, but
I can think of a couple, but I don't know.
Utah is the first team that comes to mind.
Utah's going to be cold. Yeah.
Utah and Kansas State.
And Arizona.
Arizona's
Arizona's
gonna
a
be
top
cold.
25 team.
Yeah, Arizona.
Kansas is a really good team. Hopefully,
Kansas
Jalen
has
Daniels
gotten
stays
better in
healthy.
football. Yeah, I'll give them that.
Those are probably all the teams that's better than Colorado, honestly, right now. All the other teams.
Y'all think U of H?
No,
No.
hell no. I love U of H, but they don't have the football team like they do basketball. I feel like basketball is gonna be way better than what people think as far as U of H goes. But the football team, hell no.
Colorado should be top 5.
In the conference,
I would think so.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I would think so. I mean, we'll see. But
What is?
I just
Because it's North Dakota State tomorrow night, which they should win that game pretty easily.
they should. They should.
And I think that Colorado might be the best offense in the Big 12 when you look at all the pieces
If they're
they
all
have
clicking, yes.
offensively.
Yeah.
Because you got Travis, you got Jimmy Horn,
Jimmy
Shador.
Horn.
Shador is the best quarterback in the Big 12. I don't think that's really a debate or an argument.
Yeah.
It's not a debate, but I would say
It's
that
not-
Kansas,
yeah, y'all
that
gonna say
Kansas
it's not a
quarterback
debate.
is on the rise.
He's really, but he can't stay healthy.
Kansas quarterback and Arizona quarterback, Fafita.
Fafita.
Yeah, they're both on the rise.
Doesn't Utah have a pretty good quarterback too?
Cam Rising.
Rising? Okay.
Cam Rising's that dude. It's just the problem with Cam Rising is, again, he coming off an injury. He missed all of last season. And he had to get a red shirt. And this is it for Cam Rising. This is it. He can get no more years.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
This is it. So we'll see how he does and how he maneuvers, but I'm not sure coming off that major injury he suffered, he's gonna be.
Yeah, he's gonna be healthy. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see.
It was bad because
So-
I mean, you look at Colorado's schedule. It's North Dakota State, at Nebraska, at Colorado State, home for Baylor, at
Ooh.
UCF.
Forgot
home-
about Baylor.
home for Kansas State, at Arizona, home for Cincinnati, at Texas Tech.
Forgot at Texas Tech. Ooh, I know my Lubbock people about to show out for that one.
The hard part of their schedule is the last 3 games,
Which is
it's
what?
home for Utah,
Yeah.
at Kansas, and then home for Oklahoma State. That's their
Oklahoma
last 3.
State is another one that we forgot about. So
that's their last 3 games.
I might have to retract that top 5 statement. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Colorado.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
And y'all forgot about West Virginia.
West Virginia
got red
West
hot
Virginia
again.
is a good scheme too.
West Virginia got a nice quarterback.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
What is his name?
But he's not Shador.
He's
Shador
not.
is
I
Shador might go
mean-
number 1 overall. He might.
Over Travis?
Yes. You always take the quarterback over the wide receiver.
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Travis is the better all-around football player.
Well, yes.
But Shador is a quarterback. Quarterbacks are of higher value.
Okay.
Like the list that, speaking of the list that came out today, said Josh Allen is the most overrated quarterback. Would anybody in their right mind think Josh Allen is overrated?
No. Except last year when he threw those 3 picks and cost me the game, but that's okay.
And you gotta save it for the fantasy football segment.
Okay.
It's okay, brother.
My bad.
It's okay. It happens.
My
Ladies and
bad.
gentlemen, if y'all didn't know, Evan was in our fantasy league last year. He came in 4th place. He was very close to winning some money. It was very heartbreaking. Please send him condolences, T's and P's.
Thanks,
for
Josh
Evan.
Allen. Appreciate it.
But anyway,
Thank
going back to college football, with the season, with week 0 happening, Florida State losing to Georgia Tech
That was crazy.
Wild.
in Ireland, Dublin,
Yeah.
they
That
lost
was,
there.
That was just nuts.
That was it.
Do y'all have any predictions for college football season since this is the first year of the 12-team playoff? Is there any prediction?
Yeah, I just want to go ahead and throw
and
throw the top 12 who we think is going to
go
get in
for
there.
it.
I think it's just going to be hard because SEC is going to take over that top 12.
it doesn't work like that.
You think so?
It doesn't.
You don't
work.
think?
Like you talking about the color for the college football playoff
Yeah.
spot? It doesn't work like that.
Okay, so how does
There's
it work?
You get one group of 5
The top
team.
5 conferences, and then after that, the 5th conference is the best, the team with the best records or whatever, whoever have the most ranked teams in that conference, and then like after that, it fills in the rest of the number of spots.
Because
Okay.
it's the
So
Big 12 champ, the ACC champ,
SEC.
the Big 10 champ, and the SEC champ. Because
Okay.
the Pac-12 doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
So then you get a group of 5, like a group of 5 team gets in. The highest ranked group of 5 team is going to get in.
Okay.
That's automatic. Then you have Notre Dame, that's an independent. So if they're top 12, they're going to get in, right?
Okay.
So already you got 6 spots taken.
Taken.
So that leaves 6 additional spots.
So, but that's my point. So, like, what is the other 6 like criteria? Is it best record like
Best
like
record.
you
It's
said?
ranking.
Ranking.
Ranking. So okay. So it's strength of schedule basically.
No, just
In a
ranking. So
way,
like
it'll help.
So in a sense, like say for instance, Alabama or let's say Georgia wins the SEC
Okay.
championship.
Right.
The next
The runner-up probably going to get in.
the runner-up will probably get in too as well.
Which
Okay.
would be like a Texas, for instance.
Yeah, like a Texas.
Texas or LSU
Yeah,
or
I mean
somebody.
it could be like 4 SEC teams, but I doubt it.
I think the SEC
because
get
the Big Ten is now loaded. They have Oregon, Michigan, Ohio State.
True.
Like
I don't think Michigan's going to make
Penn
it to the playoffs.
Penn State.
You don't think Michigan's gonna make it?
Absolutely not.
They lost a lot of
They
people.
lost a
didn't
lot of
they
talent.
lost a lot of
off
talent off that team.
And they're breaking in a new quarterback. Like, more than
And
like,
head coach.
I had
Well,
to-
yeah. I mean, even though the head coach was already there, but
That's
yes,
my guy. Jim
Yeah.
Harbaugh left, man. That was my guy. If I had to predict, like, the 12 is Georgia, Texas, Ohio State, Oregon. The ACC champ is probably going to be
Florida State.
Absolutely not.
They just lost.
I mean, they
ACC
can't win the.
I would say NC State is probably going to win the ACC. NC State probably win the ACC.
I'll probably still go with Florida State, but okay.
So you got them, right?
Okay.
And then you got group of 5 team. Who knows?
I
who
think
one of them
Clemson
teams
will
gonna
win
be.
the ACC.
I don't believe in Clemson.
I don't know.
I don't believe in Clemson. I don't believe in Dabo Swinney at this point. I don't. He doesn't want to pay players.
I know.
That's his
That's
whole
true,
problem.
But I still
Ohio
think it
State
win.
went out there and spent that bag. This
Spent that
offseason.
NIL
Yeah,
bag
they
for
did.
real.
Bag.
Yeah, we did.
For real.
Everest, you are the resident Ohio State fan. How do you feel about Ryan Day if you do not win a national championship this year?
Oh, we gotta get him out of there.
Really?
It's about time. Like, I mean, bro, we gotta win a natty with him at least. Come on, like you can't keep.
Or at least get there.
Yeah.
At least get there.
Yeah, at least get there.
I mean, CJ took him a missed field goal away from a appearance in a national championship game. Last year, y'all were playing great until y'all ran into
Michigan. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Sam was hot that day. She was like, "Fuck Michigan."
Love it. Love
He
it.
got smacked by Michigan.
Michigan out physical Ohio
Yes,
State.
yeah.
That's what it was. They just was running the ball down Ohio State's throat, and there was nothing they
There
could
was
do.
nothing they could do.
Like Michigan was just that physically gifted last
Oh
year.
yeah, just crazy. No words. I have no words. Like they beat us the past like 2 to 3 years.
Yes.
I have no words for Michigan right now.
And this year it's in Michigan.
It's at Ohio State
I thought
this
last
year.
year was in
This year.
Ohio State. Yes, it's in Michigan, right? Am I
You know,
tripping? I could
it's-
swear it's in Michigan this year.
It
'cause
should
last
be
year
at
it was in
Ohio
the
State
Horseshoe.
this year.
Yeah, I think he's at Ohio State this year.
I'm pretty sure.
I could have sworn it was in Ohio State last year. Somebody check that. But still,
Okay.
y'all gotta win.
So
Y'all gotta win.
So back to the 12. So you had you had stopped at what 7?
7.
Okay.
And
So
then you gonna probably get. I like Penn State to make it this year.
okay.
I like that Penn State squad. I think they got a lot of talent. I don't think LSU is gonna make it. I really don't.
Damn. Sorry, Brian.
I love LSU, but I don't believe in Brian Kelly. I think they're gonna lose to USC this weekend, personally.
Probably.
And then I think USC will get in
Mm-hmm.
because I think they have the talent. And I think my shocker that might shock people, Ole Miss. I think this is the year Ole Miss makes it
That means
with Jackson.
that means
Darty
they got to be
quarterback.
really good in the SEC. Like they got to
do.
run through the SEC for them to sneak in.
I mean,
Or
they
at least
was-
or at least beat like a Georgia or a Texas to like
They will
give
have
them that
to.
strength of schedule to get in.
They'll have to.
We're gonna have to.
But they'll be good. I mean, the sleeper in the SEC is A&M that nobody talks about.
Yeah, it is.
A&M has a lot of talent, dude. They have a lot of talent. All they need is a coach to unlock that talent. Oh, my God. Hayes King at Georgia Tech was at Texas A&M, and you just seen what he did last weekend. He's a baller.
Listen, I would rather go for Texas Tech than cheer for A&M. I can't. No,
Evan.
you're not changing my mind about that. I am not an Aggie. I'm not an Aggie fan.
Can we live in some
I
type
despise
of
them.
reality?
Are they good? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Of course, they're probably gonna be good. That don't mean I have to like them.
Touche.
So
That does
in
not mean I
Texas
have
and-
to like them.
So in Texas and Texas A&M play the
I'm
weekend
wearing
of Thanksgiving.
I'm wearing my burnt orange,
Oh.
and I'm talking all kind of shit.
Oh, Lord.
Hook them.
Really?
I'm dead serious.
Lubbock people, I hope y'all out there and watching. Y'all heard them just say hook 'em. I really hope y'all seen that.
And I'll
Clip it
say,
up.
and I will look dead into this camera and say it again. I would rather cheer for Texas Tech, Red Raiders, than cheer for Texas A&M.
All right.
I will not do it. Will not do it. No.
All right. Who do you have playing and winning in the national championship? Evan, you go first, and then we'll go to Everest.
Playing, I'm gonna go with my Longhorns.
Okay, against.
Longhorns, and I don't know. I mean, I feel like SC's gonna have a good team. I feel like Utah's really gonna have a good team.
Cam Rising back.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go Texas and Utah, and I'm gonna just go Texas.
In the Natty. I
In the
like
Natty.
that. All right.
Texas and Utah.
Utah and the natty.
I like
You
that.
just now heard me.
Utah's a top 12 team. Utah's got the talent.
Yeah.
They're not lacking for talent.
Yeah. So let's go hook them.
I understand Texas. I do think Texas will make it to the natty this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Texas. I think Texas is the best team in the country.
I think so too.
Top to bottom, I think they're the best. And then I think Texas will end up playing. I want to say Ohio State.
Ohio
Fuck
State's gonna be
Ohio
good
State.
this year too.
Texas versus Oregon, and Texas wins.
Texas versus
Fuck
Oregon.
Ohio State. Trash ass.
You probably just lost some cool points with Sam. Just FYI.
Man, Sam, I'm sorry, but Ohio State, bro, y'all ain't. Every time I seen Ohio State playing the national championship,
They
game,
lost.
except for that
And
one
except
year
for that
with
one
Zeke.
year with Zeke. That's
that
it.
was it.
They won in like 07.
Yeah, y'all. All right, we about to do this. Y'all stole that game from Miami, and you know y'all stole that game from Miami. Stop it.
It don't matter.
The game was over. The pass was incomplete. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The refs threw a phantom flag out of the teams had already ran on the field. And all of a sudden, flag, pass interference. Stop it. Stop it.
Jeez.
Stop.
Bring me my money.
Y'all,
Bring me my money.
boy, y'all stole that championship from Miami. It's despicable. It's despicable.
Hey, man.
And I sent a clip in the Instagram group message, and I don't know if y'all looked at it or not, but it was Clinton Portis talking about 2001 Miami versus 2019 LSU. I think 01 Miami would have waxed 2019 LSU.
Probably, yeah.
Because when you start looking at the roster,
when you start looking at that roster, first and second rounders came out of that team.
What rules are we playing with?
but even now they had 3 first-round DBs at corner. 3 first-round corners, and you had Erie, Sean Taylor, all of them in the secondary.
Jonathan Vilma, right? Was
Jonathan
on there?
Vilma, linebacker. Vince Wilfork. Like, man.
Had a squad.
You had Andre Johnson, Santana Moss,
Gore was
Roscoe
on the bench.
Parrish, Frank Gore, Clinton Portis,
Jeremy
Willis McGahee, Jeremy Shockey, Kellen Winslow Jr.
The amount of first and second rounders on that
Trust me,
team
it was a lot.
is wild.
Damn.
Yes. Andre Johnson was just talking about that on Nightcap because I was listening to it earlier. That's like,
Man.
when you actually sit down and think about it, I'm like, damn. You had all that?
They had a squad
And then but it was the fact that he was talking about the people that they had on the bench.
on the bench. And
Hall of
Roll and
Famers.
Sean Taylor on the bench.
On
the bench.
what's the boy's name? Roll? Antonio?
Antrell Roll.
Antrell Roll?
He
Yeah.
was on the
On
bench.
All right, I just sent y'all the list in the group message of this next topic. I kind of want us to think. I kind of want us to do.
Which is ranking second best player. All right, already I have an issue with number 1.
I do too.
Because he is the best player on that team.
No, he's not. Chris
Trent?
McCaffrey.
Trent is the best player.
Chris McCaffrey.
I'm
It's
just,
Trent Williams.
I'm just waiting on it to come through my phone.
But-
My phone's a little slow right now.
Trent Williams is going to be a Hall of
I'm
Famer.
serious.
Is CMC going to be a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Oh, please.
CMC's not going to be a Hall of Famer?
Please.
Yes.
Please.
What?
Yeah, he will.
Stop it. He's not there yet.
He's the offensive player of the year.
And
That's
Chris
very
Johnson
big.
was Offensive Player of the Year. And
Chris
he's not
Johnson's
going to
a
make the
Hall
Hall
of
of Famer.
He's
He
better
is.
than Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson, CJ2K,
Yeah,
he's not in the Hall of Fame.
I say he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's going to be a first ballot. Do I think he's going to be a first ballot? No. Do I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer? Yes.
If Fred Taylor's not a Hall of Famer, there's 0 chance in hell CJ2K is a Hall of Famer.
I mean, you got 2K in the season.
And
That's very,
Jamal Lewis got 2K in the season. He's not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I don't think Jamal Lewis is in the Hall of Fame. But yeah. Nah, I still think Chris McCaffrey's still the best player on the team.
Oh,
but hey, if you look at that list, you still ain't got that.
Joe Burrow is the second best player on this
Say
team.
Jamar Chase. Hey, let's make our own list. God damn.
This list is insane.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, right?
This is insanity.
I watched them make this list, and I was like, "There's no way they're really thinking about this." I mean, shout out to Caps Off podcast. I like the list y'all got. Well, I don't like the list y'all made, but shout out to y'all podcast, bro.
Shout out to y'all.
But I feel like we can make a better list.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's make. Okay,
All right.
let's make the better list then.
Do you need me to screenshot?
Yes,
and send it to
please.
you?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. I guess we'll start at the bottom. New England Patriots.
No. I mean, it's ranking it. We don't even got to do it at the same rank.
Ugh.
So who y'all think is the best second player on any team right now?
Trent Williams. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. One
First
of the
ballot.
best left tackles to ever play the game.
So
From
you
Longview,
agree-
Texas.
you agree
From
with that?
East Texas.
I don't agree that he's the second best player, but if we gonna put him at 2, he's clearly number 1. Clearly, a Hall of Famer, a walking Hall of Famer. He's gotta be it. Or
You would
CMC,
think so.
either or. For me,
All right. Well,
Probably.
I guess we'll agree with them on that. That one's kind of.
because then you got the Cowboys. Who's the second best player on the Cowboys?
I don't know.
That's.
Now I would say Michael Parsons. I would say CD's number 1. Michael Parsons number 2.
I feel like that's a toss up.
CD just come off a 1,700 season.
CD is coming off a season.
He's coming off a 1,700 season. So I kind of agree with them, but do I think Michael Parsons is the second best on his team?
I don't think
He's
so.
the most talented for sure.
I don't think he's the second. No.
But it's either him or CD. I mean, him or CD can be
Actually,
interchangeable.
all right.
I would actually put
their number
CD.
1 and 2 spot is actually kind of solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 and 2 is.
They're number 1 and 2.
You can live with that.
All right, but do I think Joe Burrow is better than Chris Jones? Absolutely.
Yes.
Like, you don't think Joe Burrow is better than Chris Jones?
Let's have this conversation. I'm glad you got here. I've been thinking about this for a few days.
You don't think Joe Burrow
Absolutely not. Explain to me
Chris
what
Jones,
Joe
the
Burrow
the second best player.
Well, Mahomes.
No, I know, but I'm thinking.
It's not Kelsey. It's
Why
Chris
not?
Jones.
It's not Kelsey. Kelsey's coming. No, it's definitely Chris Jones. For
Chris
100%.
Jones is dominant.
No. 100% fact is Chris Jones is the second best player. Like,
Kelsey is third.
Yeah, Kelsey's
Okay.
third. It's not even like without that, you take out Chris Jones, bro, their defense would just like be in shambles.
Would y'all like to explain to me, since Everest is saying he thinks Burrow is better than Chris Jones? Ladies and gentlemen at home, boys and girls,
people of the jury,
hosts, explain to me what exactly Joe Burrow has done in the NFL to deserve this high praise that everybody gives him.
Got to the Super Bowl.
He got to the Super Bowl with a ranked 32 O-line.
And Joe Flacco made it to the Super Bowl. Jared Goff made it to the Super Bowl. Eli Manning's made it to the Super Bowl.
Ranked 32 O-line?
Okay, what does that matter? I'm asking, what has he accomplished? He's done one thing in this league. He's never won league MVP. He's never been an all-pro. He's never led the league in passing touchdowns, passing yards, completion percentage. He's done any of this, but we hold him in such high esteem, and people are ranking him ahead of Lamar Jackson, a 2-time league MVP.
Oh no, I don't.
Like, what are we doing?
I do not.
Why is he getting all this love?
Is it because
he's been to the Super Bowl in his second year in the league, coming off an ACL tear, and he did it off a 32 ranked O line, and it's like, all right, we seen what he can do, healthy.
But I guess the thing is, since that Super Bowl, what was that, 2021?
He lost to the Chiefs, and then after that, he was injured last season, so he hasn't
So again, the question still stands: what has he done to earn this?
So
level
you think he
of
should be
praise?
lower on this list?
Yes.
Okay.
You think he should be lower, but
I think he should be lower than what he. I think that if you go top 5 quarterbacks, the fact that people just automatically pencil in Joe Burrow at 2 is the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life. Because Lamar Jackson is clearly the second best quarterback in the NFL, I don't feel like it's a debate.
So then, where does Joe Burrow rank on that list?
In the top 5 quarterbacks or on this list?
No, on top 5. Well, you go ahead.
So obviously he's the second best player on this team because obviously Jamar Chase is number 1.
Jamar Chase is number 1.
Let's keep that. So
Yes.
you don't think Joe Burrow should be ranked at number 4? So you think?
No.
First of all, do you think Raekwon Swift is the second best player on his team?
No.
Roquan? Yeah, at this point in his career.
What do you mean? Whoa.
At this point in his career, he is because it's not Mark Andrews.
You think you can just say Derrick Henry?
I was.
No.
It's not
Why
at this
not?
point.
No, not at this point.
Not
Why
at this
not?
point.
I don't even see Derrick Henry going over 1,100 yards this season. And he's in the run heavy.
I think he's
yeah,
gonna have a lot of
yes,
1100.
absolutely, yes.
In a 17-game season, that's
Yes.
not a lot of yards per game. It's like
Absolutely,
66 yards
he's going
a game.
over 1,100.
I mean, Lamar runs the ball too.
He does, but you don't think Derrick
But-
can get 66 yards a game?
That's the reason they got Derrick, so they can stop Lamar from running like that.
They have Mitchell, and then Lamar runs the ball too. So
They
it's just
do.
They got Derrick so Lamar can stop all that running.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yes, he's going over 1,100.
Yeah, all right, he's going over 11, but
He'll
all
probably be
you-
around
you-
13.
You really think he's the second best player on the team? I'm not. He's not the second best player. I would take Marlon Humphrey over Derrick Henry right now on my defense.
Yeah, I would too. Or Kyle Hamilton, to be honest.
See, I wish they did. Yeah, okay, then yeah, fine.
Yeah.
I just wish they did this like second best offensive or second best. Like it's like a
that
whole,
would make it easier.
Yeah,
would make it easier,
it would make it easier. But I see what you're saying. Yes.
Okay. So Raekwon number 4.
I think Raekwon should drop. Lane Johnson at 12 is disrespectful. He should be up way higher than where he's at. Lane Johnson is
You know, it's
amazing.
crazy. Someone on that podcast was like, "Yeah, Lane Johnson should be way higher." So you know, Lane
Way
Johnson,
higher.
you know,
Way
when I was
higher.
watching, I was like, Lane Johnson should be way higher. I don't know what's going on with that. So Lane Johnson, let's put him at 6 because I'm not gonna lie. Is Quentin Williams the best, or is Sauce the second best?
They gotta have Sauce as the best player on
Y'all
that team,
better say
given this
Sauce is
list.
definitely the best player on this
Quentin
team.
Williams is no key number 4.
Yeah, he's an all
Probably,
pro.
yeah.
Quentin Williams is definitely number 4. So we can go with Lane Johnson number 5.
I'll be fine with that. I love Lane Johnson.
That's fine.
Johnson number 5.
That's
we can
fine.
keep Devontae at number 6.
Devontae's a dog. Hell
Devontae,
yeah.
yes.
Get him a quarterback. Las Vegas. Get
Devontae's
Devontae
definitely
a
top
quarterback,
10.
man.
All right,
Too talented.
Amon St. Brown number 7. Keep that.
I'ma keep, man. You know how I love me some
like
Amon-Ra
St. Brown
St.
too.
Brown, dog. Like, man,
I like Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, he's cold. He's nice. He's really like that.
that man led me
He
to
nice.
a fantasy championship last year. I appreciate you, big dog.
You gonna break
Appreciate
him off some of that?
Absolutely not. You need to break me off some of that $30 million a year he getting. What you talking about?
So that means that moves Mika Fitzpatrick up to 8, and that's what I kind of have a little problem with.
I
So
wouldn't
we
have
gonna
it.
go. What is Lamar Tussle still gonna be the second best?
And
No.
because of CJ.
Yeah.
CJ did not Diggs.
Is one. No, not Diggs. I think Diggs is on the
CJ's
backside
one.
of his career. Personally,
How many years he been in the league now?
Diggs like 8, 9.
Yeah, he's been.
He been in here for a minute.
He's been in for a little minute. You gotta remember he started off with the Vikings.
You wouldn't think. Okay, so you wouldn't think the second best player on the Texans isn't like. Trying to think who's on that defense.
Danielle Hunter, Derek
Yeah,
Stingley,
Hunter,
Jalen
Stingley,
Petrie.
somebody like that.
No, I like Petrie.
You wouldn't think so.
I love Petrie and Stingley, but they not there yet.
Yeah.
What about Will
Let's
Anderson?
keep
He's
Larry
not there
Tunsil.
yet.
Not there yet.
But I'm
Not
not
there
gonna
yet?
lie. I would definitely move Larry Tunsil way up to number 9 over
Yeah.
Mika Fitzpatrick.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
It's clearly T.J. Watt is clearly the best player on that team.
Clearly.
no,
Mika
yeah,
is
no doubt,
second.
no doubt. I can't even think of another best player on their team. George Pickens.
Hell no.
Yeah.
George Pickens got to show that he's more mature.
Yeah. So Nick Chubb.
Okay, we got to talk about Nick Chubb. Like,
Is he
Nick
second best
Chubb.
on the Browns? But
because Myles Garrett is the best player.
yeah, but
He's coming back from injury, right?
Gruesome
Nick,
injury.
yeah, Nick Chubb is.
Yeah.
But he came back healthier than like crazy healthy. Like it was weird.
and he's back. Like he's back.
Yeah, but they put him on the pub. list.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
But, should he even be that high?
No.
At number 10? Yeah.
Not
so,
coming off
so,
an
yeah,
injury.
No.
he's not coming off an injury. So is Khalil Mack the number? They'll leave Khalil Mack number next.
So who would they say? Well, if that's the case, that means you're saying Herbert is the best player on the Chargers.
Yeah.
So that means you're putting Khalil Mack ahead
Sadly.
of Derwin James.
I would have said Derwin James. I would have said
Derwin.
I would have said Derwin James, and I would have put Derwin James up after Larry Tussle. That's what I was
agree.
thinking too. Like Khalil Mack, yeah, but he's on the back end.
He's
Derwin
on the
James
back end.
Can kind of perform still.
Yep.
So we got.
I know Derwin's sick. He a Florida State alum. I know he's
Sick.
sick.
You know what's crazy to me? They had Jeffrey Simmons at 16,
Jeffrey Simmons is a dog,
He
man.
is a dog.
He's underrated.
but Snead not better.
I mean, I think that might be who they're saying the best player on the team is.
You think?
Because if you look at Tennessee's roster, who else? I mean,
Yeah.
D-Hop, but I don't
Very
think D-Hop's like that.
D Hop is probably at the end of on
His
the
career.
back end of his
All right.
career.
For sure.
So-
And it is not Calvin Ridley. So
Not
we
right
had
now,
Tussle,
no.
we had Larry Tussle at 8. We had number 9, the Chargers boy.
Ramsey at 14, Jordan Love at 15. So who's the best player on the Packers if Love is at 15?
That's what I was about to. I was just looking at that.
No, Jari Alexander is by
Okay,
far.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
By far the best player.
Yeah,
in the
Jair.
And honestly, I don't even think Jordan Love's the second best. You have Kenny Clark or
You do have Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark is all
You
pro.
And you got Rashawn Gary.
Xavier McKinney now, like, ooh,
They do.
Yeah,
They
so
got
the-
a squad. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it's
Jordan Love
It's a
really the second
quarterback.
best. Because I know it's a quarterback, but is Jordan Love really the second best?
not on that team. But
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
if you're going off a projection by the end of the season,
Oh.
I think he will be.
Yeah, because I mean he got that contract, so big
Got that
contract, big
bread.
expectations.
Get
So
that
yeah,
bread, Jordan.
Okay, so then
he
we got
better
Jordan
be
Love.
top 2 in some kind of productivity. So
Puka, I'm cool with Puka where he at. I'm cool with DJ Moore. Brian Burns, he plays on the Giants. Who cares? They're terrible. The Vikings, Christian Darrisaw is a beast, and again, they're going to be terrible because they lost everybody. Feel like
I still don't
Pittman
think he's the
Jr.
second best, but
And then we
Addison.
get to this one. 21.
21
Michael
and-
Pittman Jr. Everest.
yeah, Michael Pittman Jr. is our second best player.
Really?
Who's
Jonathan Taylor's
first?
number 1.
Ahead of
Who?
Kenny Moore.
Yeah, he is. John Taylor is number 1.
Really? And
Jonathan
Quentin
Taylor.
Nelson.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? See, that's where they fucked up. Quentin Nelson.
There we go.
Quentin Nelson's our best player on our team.
Yes,
and
he
then
is.
Jonathan Taylor's number 2. And then that would actually bump Jonathan Taylor all the way to up to like 13 or 14. He should really be up to like 13 or 14, way above some of these guys.
There
And I was
you
like,
go.
yeah. But they keep saying on their podcast that Quentin Nelson's not that good, so they don't have that much respect for Quentin Nelson, which is fucking crazy, right? He's all
They clearly not watching your team. man, if
He's like a
if that's the case.
5-time All-Pro at this point.
That's crazy.
Like, what are we talking about?
Every year, I know it's insane,
It's him
right?
and Zach Martin. That's the two best guards in the league.
That's
not
it.
to mention DeForest Buckner is on our team too.
DeForest Buckner is on your team.
So
What
really,
do you expect out of A-Rich then, with all this talent around him?
I expect him to throw for like 35, 4,000 yards. No, 35. 35 of them really. That's like probably his max he'll throw for. I don't think he'll hit a 4K because he runs the ball. He's gonna run the ball.
He will.
I think he'll run the ball for like 600 to 700 yards, 5 tutties on the ground, 5 to 7 tutties on the ground, maybe like 25 in the air.
Okay, so you're being realistic. You're not being delusional.
Nice little stat line.
Just checking, because some people out here delulu about they teams, boy. I tell you.
Yeah. Also, I will also have B. John. They have B. John, the second best player. I would have him way above.
So
the best
wait,
team.
so Mike Evans is second best?
Behind Tristan Wirfs. Yeah.
I don't know about
Tristan
that.
Wirfs is all pro. And
And what is Mike Evans?
Mike Evans is all pro. Mike is in
He's
his
a Hall of
prime
Famer, but
anymore.
he's not a Hall of Pro no more.
Yeah. If he gets 1,000 yards
I
this
don't
year,
know
he's
about
going
that.
to tie the record for most consecutive 1,000-yard seasons to start a career.
And then that
Second
Oliver
best,
is the second
though?
best player too.
That's
on the
crazy.
Bills.
Who was the second best on the Bills?
Ed Oliver, U of H kid. He's a U of H kid.
Well, yeah. I mean, they don't really have anybody because Tre'Davious not there no more. Milano is on IR.
Gabe Davis gone. Stephon gone.
Stephon's gone.
Gone. James Cook is out.
James Cook is
I would
Kincaid.
have said James Cook over Ed Oliver, but you know,
Chris Olave in New Orleans because you have Lattimore.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, with Lattimore. Yeah.
Bijan is definitely our second best player behind Jesse Bates. But him
Is he
being
not
at
AJ Terrell?
25 is crazy. Oh, hell no. It's not AJ Terrell. I love AJ Terrell, but it's not AJ. AJ just got paid, but Jesse Bates is clearly our best player. He's an all-pro. He was worth every penny we paid him last year. He was worth every penny. So I'm with that. Then you got Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
So that would be saying that Etienne is the
Travis
best player.
Etienne.
No, Will Anderson. Or not Will
No,
Anderson.
I'm about to say
Josh
Will
Allen.
Anderson.
My bad.
Josh Allen would be the best
Allen.
player. And then that would leave Cortland Sutton. I mean, Denver again. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
It's Pat Surtain is the best
After
player.
after Jacksonville, I'm fine with the rest of their list.
Witherspoon, Kyler, Jonathan Allen, Dante Johnson.
I was watching that podcast. I was like, man, they kind of butchered some of these people on this list.
Kyler Murray at 29 is crazy.
So then who's the best player on Arizona?
James Conner.
James Conner. Yep. James Conner.
I would give it to James Conner over.
But James Conner is better than Kyler Murray?
But come on, man, injury.
Is that what we're saying?
James Conner low-key be getting touchdowns, bro.
And James Conner also gets hurt like Kyler does. That's
So-
why Pittsburgh didn't keep him.
Yeah, but then they can score touchdown. I really don't even know who else.
So is that
would
what
be
y'all
the
are saying, that Conner's better than Murray?
I'm not. I'm taking Kyler Murray all day. I think Kyler
No
Murray's
matter
going to
what,
have an awesome
the Cardinals
season.
will be in the 29th spot.
Regardless, yes. Probably.
Y'all keep saying that, but I said this when we was at the brewery and we did the podcast. Y'all sleeping on Arizona, man. Y'all are sleeping on the Cardinals in that division. They're gonna be a problem in the NFC.
So who's the
West.
second best player?
Y'all
Say it. Say it. I already
Yes.
know. Marvin
Marvin
I already know what
Harrison
you're going to say.
Jr.
Yep.
Yes.
You
he's
say Marvin Harrison Jr.
already-
You say Trey. I would have said maybe Trey McBride. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's not Jonathan Allen being number 30.
That's fine.
Makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Everybody else, Deontay Johnson on the Panthers.
Who cares?
And,
Yeah, who cares?
Who's on the Panthers?
Nobody.
No, nobody.
So
Nobody.
yeah, exactly. So the last of the list, yeah, they kind of did good, but other than I was like, oh my god.
Like some of them were bad, but some of them were quite accurate. Like Witherspoon
Yeah, I
being
mean,
second
I like
best.
these guys. I like these guys a lot. I watch
Yeah.
their podcasts. You know,
That was not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah. On one of their podcasts, they didn't have like T.J. Watt ranked in like their top 3 DNs. I was like, what is wrong with you guys? Like T.J. Watt's not the top 3 DN right now.
Wow.
You would. I mean, you would think.
Crazy.
Right.
TJ Watt, the best thing for TJ Watt to do is get out of Pittsburgh at this point.
Has to.
He needs to go.
Has to. Quick, fast,
Because I
in a
don't
hurry.
see them doing anything in that division because Joe Burrow not going nowhere, Lamar not going nowhere, and that Cleveland roster is stacked.
Yep.
Yeah, but the problem is like all those teams are also like one season away from like disrupting.
Oh, Cincinnati's screwed after this year.
Yeah, you know, same thing.
Yeah.
Really
I
screwed.
honestly think same thing for Ravens. Like, they don't get it done this year. Like, well,
It's time to blow it up.
But the Ravens, like the way their salary cap is structured, is better. They have more flexibility
Compared to Cincinnati.
Because Cincinnati has everybody coming up damn near at the same time.
Yeah,
That's
and
Cincinnati's problem.
and they just tagged Higgins last year,
Higgins.
right? Or last
Higgins
season.
gonna be gone after this year.
he's gonna be gone.
And you gotta pay Chase.
You gotta
already
pay
paid
Chase.
Joe Burrow. Joe Mixon already.
Yeah,
gone.
I'm gonna say Joe Mixon already left.
So who's gonna be left? And then the defense. Yeah, he lost DJ Reader. Jesse Bates is gone. Like, what is the Awuzie is injured. So what is Cincinnati exactly gonna be like? I don't believe in Cincinnati like everybody else does. I think they're gonna have a bad year.
I have to see it.
I don't believe in them.
I'm a visual. I have to see it.
Yeah, I don't have full belief in them. I don't even know, like, their running back situation is always kind of questionable. Chase Brown.
Yep.
Probably gonna be a starter.
He is going to be a starter.
He's gonna
for
have
sure.
to be.
Yeah.
And then
But
who's the
it's
third
like
receiver? Because Boyd not there no more.
Boyd not there.
Some guy randomly.
Like,
This
Cincinnati
is-
not in a good place right now. They're not. It's boom or bust for Cincinnati this year.
If who goes locked in, they're locked in. So speaking of this, I guess we got to get into fantasy because Will's getting.
Nobody don't care about what Willard doing with this board on top of his head. I wish y'all could see this. The man has a board on his head. We ain't not worried about Willard.
Shout out to Willie.
He ain't got nowhere to be right now. So
No, for real.
for fantasy football, my question for y'all is, since we all played in the same league last year, me and Everest are still in that league, guys. Evan ducked the smoke this year. He decided not to do it, which is fine.
Bills, mortgage. Just switched jobs, so I'm trying to figure out. Just probably wasn't a smart.
Here we go.
It probably wasn't the best idea this year. I'm sorry, fellas.
It's okay. There's always next year.
I apologize.
If y'all had the number one overall pick in fantasy, because in our fantasy league, we don't know what the pick is quite yet.
Oh, y'all haven't drafted yet?
We haven't drafted. It's on Friday.
I got to show y'all my team because I had the auto draft. But
Oh, God. So who would you take at number one if you had the number one overall pick this year in fantasy? And who do you think is going to end up being the number one player in fantasy football this year?
I feel like everybody's gonna go C-Mac.
That's how I would go.
I feel like everybody goes C-Mac number one, usually because I don't see anybody else that anybody's like I have to have with the number one pick other than C-Mac.
Tyreek.
I
don't
was
know
leaning
about that.
Tyreek, but you know who I think is gonna be? It's gonna be between one of these two guys. For me, if I had number one, it would be Bijan or Brees. I think they're gonna go. I think Bijan's gonna go crazy this year with that new.
You think it's
scheme.
gonna be a coming out for both of them? Coming out parties?
Absolutely. And we got Kirk Cousins now. That's the part that people don't think about. Like Kirk Cousins,
He throws to the running back.
He loves throwing to the running back. He unlocks everybody. He unlocks Kyle Pitts. He unlocks Drake London. He unlocks Bijan. Like, I think it'll be amazing. And Brees Hall, same thing. You got Aaron Rodgers
who
back
loves
there.
to throw. Yeah.
Loves throwing to his running backs on mismatches. Look at Aaron Jones, what he was able to do. Like, you know what I mean? And I think one of them two will probably end up being, I would go number one with one of them. And I think in the heart of hearts, I think Brees Hall is going to end up being the number one player in fantasy football.
No matter what, I still think CMC is going to be number
I
one.
think so.
I don't think CMC will make
The
it.
system is just too flawless.
It is. But does it not concern you what's happening in San Francisco? All the injuries, Purdy throwing
Here we
pick
go
out
with
the
this
pig.
again.
What's up with this nigga injuries?
You gotta
The
pay attention to this
49ers are
stuff.
running away with this division.
I keep saying injuries, bro. Why you wishing injuries? I know they're running away. I don't even need to say it.
I'm not wishing injuries. Just look
You
at
want me to
what's
pull up the
happening.
Translate trap and see if they can say it in Spanish for you.
Oh my God, Evan! All right, have y'all not been paying attention to what has been happening with them in this offseason in this training camp? They're already getting injured, and the season ain't even started yet.
So you're really taking the Rams in this division?
Yes.
like no BS.
No, yes, because Trent Williams was holding out. Brandon Ayuk wants to get traded. Debo never stays healthy.
Didn't he just sign?
Who?
Ayuk or no,
that
not
was
yet.
CD.
Oh,
That
that
was-
CD. Okay, never mind.
Ayuk wants to go. Debo don't stay healthy. C-Mac, do y'all really think he's going to have 2 healthy years in a row?
Possibly.
Had it before.
When? His
Carolina.
first 2 years in
Panthers.
Carolina? You know how long ago that was?
Who cares how long?
How long ago was it,
nigga
Wes?
trains, bro.
And
Bro,
he's injury prone. Are y'all not willing to? Y'all can't have an honest conversation. Not
Are
saying
they injury prone? Yes, but I still don't see them.
Injury.
I still don't see them losing. I don't see them losing division.
They are.
And then as you hoping for injury, you already putting a projection injury in a projection.
I don't see them losing division. I'm sorry.
It's football, gentlemen. Injuries are going to happen. It does not matter if we sit here and say you're not going to get injured. That's crazy.
We're also not like thinking like, damn, they're going to get injured, so they're going to lose the division.
Yeah.
Nigga, like what?
Yes, that happens every year. What are you talking about? That happens literally every year.
They win a division every year.
No, they.
You about to get this man a heart attack.
No, they don't. This stuff that y'all think with the 49ers, I can't wait for this season to happen and for what I'm telling y'all to happen, and then y'all gonna come right back in here in 2 months and say, damn, the whole team got hurt. Guess what? Because they always all get hurt. Nick Bosa is injury prone. CMC, injury prone. Debo, injury prone. The offensive line still not good outside of Trent Williams. Elijah Mitchell, they had to cut. He's on the IR. He's already injured for the year because he pulled his hamstring that bad. Like, what are we talking about? Are y'all not paying attention?
I mean, I'm listening to you.
I'm listening to you, but somehow they still made it to an NFC Championship game in a Super Bowl in the past 2 years.
And what happened?
I mean,
but it's the fact that I was telling you this at Carbach. It's the fact that they made it. They made it. The 4 out of the 5 years. Or no, wait, 2 out of 3 or 4 out of 5, whatever the case may be. It's the fact that they got there. The fact that they got there.
Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. All the 49ers are good at is being the first loser.
All right, so y'all want to hear my auto-drafted team from Fantasy?
Go for it. All right. This is about to be terrible.
Yeah, I guess. Trevor Lawrence, Derrick Henry, Zamir White, Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, Evan Ingram, Higgins.
Okay.
Texans defense. Cameron Dicker for the kicker. Funny. Who is this? Jordan Addison, Dalton Schultz, Brock Purdy, Adonde Mitchell. Eagles defense. Josh Downs and Jalen Hyatt.
That's not bad.
What pick did you have?
8.
You got Jettas at 8?
Auto drafted. Like, so literally I made the first 2 picks and then I had to auto draft the rest.
How many teams in the league?
14.
How'd you get Jettas at 8?
Well, he doesn't have a quarterback.
14.
Jettas. He got Sam Darnold. Yeah.
He'll get him the ball. Hell, you the only motherfucking that can throw the ball. Get him the ball. I mean,
but you got to remember, T.J. Hawkinson not going to be on the field either because he's coming off of that ACL injury. He's on the pup list to start the year.
So it sounds like more targets for Jettas is what I'm hearing.
It sounds like
that's all I'm hearing right now.
It's yes and no because, it's more targets, but it's going to be way more attention. I think Jordan Addison is going to be the sleeper.
Well, damn, I got both of them.
But that would be the sleeper because they're going to triple team Jettas.
I got both.
So you have both. Addison might have a better year for his value than
for fantasy wise. Okay,
yeah, I got value off of where you took him at value. Not
like I said. I made the first 2 and I had to auto draft the rest. So that's what I.
That's not a bad team.
Not bad.
I like.
You could trade Jettas. Get you another receiver. Get you a quarterback.
I could use a quarterback.
There you go with that hate. I knew the Colts fan in you was about to come out at a certain point.
Listen. I just don't believe in a Jacksonville like 100% this off in the season. I mean, they got Gabe Davis, but bro, they can never get it right. I don't know what is up.
They can never get it right.
They can never get it right, bro. And they would put a whole bunch of talent on that team, just can't get it right. I've seen the Titans at least get it right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fair.
They put it together. They had a system that was working for them.
They did.
I just for some reason Jacksonville can never get it right.
This is a make or break year for Trevor Lawrence.
Has to be.
This is.
It has to be.
Cause look at the division.
Has to be.
You got CJ. You got A-Rich.
Texans got better.
And then it's you.
Yeah.
Tennessee. I mean, I don't believe in
Tennessee's not. Yeah, no.
Will Levis a
mayonnaise.
In the coffee, nasty.
Yeah, that's shit's disgusting.
That's just gross.
But gross. Crazy. He wasn't even making bad plays last year, so it's like if
he actually wasn't.
So like if he pays out to be any type of decent, Trevor Lawrence could easily find himself the worst quarterback in the AFC South.
He could.
So it's like, yeah.
It's very possible.
No, well,
But Jacksonville,
And
man,
I really feel like it's Jacksonville that's doing that to him. Because he has a talent to be there. But like his supporting cast, like you know, it's crazy. I can't even really name any of his old linemen.
You won't.
yeah, no. You
The only
won't.
one I
You
know is
won't. You
Antoine
won't.
Harrison.
Yeah,
And that's because he went to Ohio State. That's the only reason I know
that's
that.
the only one I can name. But other than that,
They're not. It's not a great. It's not a great talent around.
you know what I'm
him
saying?
at all.
Like I don't know. It's just not a great talent pool. Jacksonville's never been a great. They always have like one or two really talented guys, and then everybody else is just.
I mean, the wide receiver pool, I feel like is very underrated. I
It
think the
is.
wide receivers
It
are
is.
underrated.
It is underrated.
It
but
is.
they always have an underrated talent pool.
Yeah.
They did last year.
But it's
It's
just like
Christian Kirk.
it's just like he said. It's just that, like they just can't get it done. They can't
can't.
find a way.
I mean, we'll find out because we're going to find out real early if Jacksonville for real or not. But it's going to come down to Trevor Lawrence because I think
Come
the
down
defense
to-
is actually somewhat solid. I think it'll just come down to
Defense
Trevor
is solid,
Lawrence.
but it's just they really fucked up their chance to being flipping their franchise when they had Jalen Ramsey, and
Yeah,
y'all should have got rid of Blake Bortles then.
and kept Ramsey. Yeah,
they should have traded wherever they could for to get out of the Blake Bortles era.
yeah.
They weren't going to be able to keep that team together. It was too many dominant personalities on one team. You had Jalen Ramsey. You had Marcel Darius on that team. Blake Bortles.
I'm just saying it was a
Blake Bortles.
to change their
Ugh.
destiny as like a franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
They just
Yeah.
let the boy Jalen Ramsey just.
Speak about somebody living the life of Jalen Ramsey. He went from Jacksonville, Florida to Los Angeles, California
To
to
Miami.
Miami, Florida. You ain't having a better playing career than that.
The man's living the dream.
Living the dream. Last thing I wanted to ask y'all about because I was on my mind, me having kids. I watched the boardroom with LeBron. I seen the clip that came out where he said Bronny can't call him pops or dad.
I understand it.
Do you understand it? How do you feel about that, Evan, that he doesn't want Bronny to call him dad when they're at the workplace?
Yeah, I get that.
Get that?
Is it like you have to think about it as like I know this is two different dynamics, but like Austin Rivers and Doc Rivers. Like you're not gonna go to your coach and be like, "Hey, Dad, like this is fucking weird." Like
Right.
you're not gonna do that. So yes,
But
I
would
get
you
it.
call him, like in Austin's case, would you call him Doc? Like, how do you approach that from Bronny's perspective?
From Brian's perspective, like, hey, like Brian,
2-3.
2-3, Brian or something like you're not gonna be like, "Hey, pops, can you tell coach to put me in the game?" Like you're not gonna say something like that.
I mean, Pops picked up that phone and said, "Make sure y'all draft my son." So I mean,
But you also have to think of
He's gonna be in the G League for most of the time.
But you also have to think that of the dynamic of the locker room. If he's running around saying pops, they're gonna look at him as a kid, not a professional.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So like if you running around and be like, "Hey pops, like what's up? Hey, I'm gonna sit at this locker next to you." Like that's just a little like,
It's weird.
why the fuck you bringing your son to work kind of thing?
Because you looked at it that way. I looked at it from the other side. Like if I'm one of those players on the back end of the team and you running around calling him pops,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
I'm about to get cut, and
That's
I know
what-
I'm better than you, and the
That's
only
what-
reason you're on this team is because your daddy here.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why you can't call him.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Because that would be awful.
Exactly my point.
And Bronny gonna get it so bad when he get on that court. The trash talk that's gonna come his way on
Players
that
gonna
court.
go at him. They gonna go at him 24/7. So
You only
he better
out
be
here 'cause
ready.
Your daddy here. You only here because your daddy giving them buckets.
And then if it gets to a situation like that, let's say if they get to the scuffling, Brian's gonna have to let that ride. Like he can't go over there and jump to his son's defense because then again, dynamic of the locker room.
You gotta let him prove
He got
himself.
to let him do it.
This is an alpha male sport. You gotta go out there and you gotta earn your stripes. It don't matter how you got here, but once you here, what you gonna do on this court?
What you gonna do?
But I would say most draft picks make the G League team.
They do, unless you a lottery.
He'll be fine.
He'll be
yeah.
fine.
He'll be
fine. Did y'all see Cooper Flagg signed a New Balance deal?
So, question: How does this work? So he's at a Nike school,
Yeah,
but has a New Balance NIL deal.
correct.
Yeah.
How does that work? I mean, it's not like he can
I'm not
wear New
signed to the
Balance at
school.
Duke.
He can't. He has to
Man.
wear the Nikes.
He has to wear the Nikes,
But
outside of that, I can sponsor Duke. I sponsor New Balance. Do whatever I want with New
Right.
Balance.
And plus, when he leaves Duke, you already have him signed heading into the NBA. So
Fair.
you don't have to, compete with
Fair.
Nike and Adidas. But I feel like
you already have him under the umbrella.
it may hurt Cooper Flag down the road when it comes to like Olympics and different things like that. It may hurt him in that aspect, but I mean, for now, it's fine. It's fine.
No.
I mean, 2K25 gave Jalen Brown an 83 rating or something like
That's
that.
disrespectful.
That was just
That's disrespectful.
If you not signed to that Nike check, boy, stuff get real wicked real quick.
Real quick.
Shadur just signed to Nike.
Yep.
I mean, he didn't have a choice. His dad,
His pops, yeah. He
is
didn't
with
have no
Nike.
choice.
Been with Nike
To this day, right?
to this
Yes,
day.
to this day.
Them shoes, them AstroTurf shoes are still fire.
Yeah.
Still fire. They remaking them
Yeah.
all the time. So, I mean, hey, man, shout out to them boys. Get that bag.
Get your bag.
Just do it. Nike, the evil empire of sneakers.
But I think that's all the time we have. Y'all got anything else? Got anything?
It's going to be Labor Day. Man, everybody, y'all out there having fun, going to beaches, traveling, whatever. Stay safe, man. Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
Make sure you drink water. Stay hydrated. Don't be out in that sun like that all day, man. Just have fun.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Well, we got some. I think hopefully season 3. We have some pretty big stuff coming up. Possibly working with the Rockets
Yes.
That's
on
really
dudes
big.
doing something.
That's
So
really,
stick
really
around
big.
for that. Hopefully more info to come about that later. That's probably the only big piece of news. Hopefully some merch, but we have somebody in
New
this
merch
room.
is coming, guys, man. I
Yeah.
promise y'all it is coming. We're going to be ready for y'all
promise
for the
you.
winter.
But Tech and Audio guy, he can be stubborn as a mule. every now and
Gentlemen,
then,
make sure when y'all buy the hoodies from Midweek Athlete, buy 2 hoodies, one for you, one for your girl, so she don't take your hoodie. We looking out for the fellas out here too.
Looking
on
out for the
pod.
fellas. So
and
yeah,
the ladies, we got y'all too. We always care for the ladies, man.
But yeah, so that's the end of episode 24, the Mamba 24. Signing off. I'm Evan.
Ev.
West,
We out, baby. Episode 24.
peace.
Peace.